Greetings, YouTube. This is the first time that a special celebrity side quest has happened where I did not do what most smart people do, which is to wait for the information goats of MCOC. That's right. Seaton, Brian Grant, Dork Lessons, all the goats, you know? I'm just like you. I wait a couple days, wait for their guides, their counter guides. I save a bunch of units and revives and potions, and everything's great. I would have done that tomorrow, but the problem is, brother, what am I doing tomorrow?
You are driving back to Oklahoma across the country from Oregon.
Yeah, I can't do that. I can't play the game. You know, I don't want to die. So, I had to just throw in experimental fight champions and counters for this that worked in chapter 1 but sure as hell didn't work in chapter 2.
And that is the definition of counterintuitive.
You have no idea. So we were like watching videos on YouTube, hanging out in the basement, masked up, and I'm surprised he didn't notice me just fuming because I kept losing to my biggest enemy of this chapter, the lag in the game. There were so many times where I would go to intercept, or I would go to parry, and all of a sudden I was just dead, and I'm like, but I tapped the screen. It don't matter. Sucks to suck. And this is on my new iPhone, the iPhone 10, which I know is not new, but for me, it's way more new than the iPhone 6. So, thank God for Corvus, because he took down 60% of the enemies, and I did get 120 units. Look at all that gold just climbing up. Ooh, 3 Tier 2 Alpha, a 5-star Nexus, a 6-star, that Tier 5 Basic, which unfortunately is going to go into Overflow, and 120 units. Now, the good news is I didn't have to use any units, so I'm talking myself down, but I actually didn't have to use units. But what I did have to do, I'll just replay this and show you. I did have to manage to, one, realize that even with rank 3 6-star Dr. Doom, who I thought I would use against Gwynpull, I sucked. Sponsored by that vacuum company, sucks so much. So against Howard the Suck, Black Widow Clairvoyant, huge MVP, I would stay in that bleed ability, fire off the special 2, gain a bunch of regeneration. Gwynpull, I would use a combination of Quake and Black Widow Clairvoyant. I used a ton of revives against Gwynpull, and then Warlock, Deadpool, and Mysterio, Mr. Fishbowl. It was all about Corvus. Nick Fury, basically just used for the synergy, even though I'm sure if I was better with him, I would have had some use for him. And then Dr. Doom, I just, again, sucked. So, with all that being said, it's very rare that I can say, after all of those revives and items used, and I had like 8 level 1s and a couple level 2s and a level 2 team. All of those are gone. If you go to my stash, you will see I've got a bunch of random boosts, 3-star awakening gems, no revives, no potions left in the overflow. They're all been used, but I still got 36,000 units, so, you know, can't complain. Who do you think, brother, because this is the first time we've been able to do this in person, maybe all year, who do you think I'm going to get as a 6-star for all of this work?
Well, it's no doubt you drove across the country 30 hours not just to see Prof Tot, a.k.a. the cutest, most amazing child ever. And if you want to see her, you could look at the car video shout-out that we filmed together. But you drove across the country to pick up said car. Now, that car, I, along with other people, are coining Spidey. It's Spidey Red, and it looks stealthy. So I call it Stealth Spidey. Now, if somebody who doesn't know the game, is Stealth Spidey even an option as a 6-star?
Yeah, I got Stealth Spidey as a 6-star during Cyber Weekend.
Then I'm going to go Stealth Spidey or somebody at least of the Spider-Man universe. Or is there somebody within the Spider-Man universe like a Fishbowl that you don't have yet?
Well, for the record, you were talking about driving across the country. If we get Miles Morales again, I'm going to be so mad.
Well, in honor of the new video game that just came out with him, that would seem double fitting. We were literally just talking about it. But I'm going to say somebody from the Spider-Man universe, and Stealth Spidey, I would like scream and run out of the room and break everyone's ears because that would be the true profit prediction.
All right, well.
Okay. I'm nervous.
We've done the pep back out twice method. It's up to you. if you want to pop it, you can pop it. It's your call. You control the crystal. This is on you.
Team Pop yesterday, Team Pop years ago, Team Pop today, Team Pop tomorrow, Team Pop forever. Give us Spider-Man Universe, Stealth, Spidey. What do you got for us? Team Pop! Cody, is that Hulk?
Well, I do believe this is pretty worthless for me.
Prof Hulk?
It's
Prof Hulk, Triplet, Trumps, anything else. Our brother Cody, who's across in Texas and would love to be here more than anything in the world. You have spoken over even the car prophecy. It's Prof Hulk!
so I'm not saying Gladiator Hulk's a bad champ, but watch what happens when I convert. It's a double dupe. It's just we've already got him twice. So in terms of my roster, that ain't really making a difference. But
Dropping double deuces. That's like 2 2s. That's like 2 20s. That's the 2020 Crystal double dupe of our bros champion.
I don't know if I know what that means, but sure. We will go with it. Well, there you have it, YouTube. Just as a heads up, because I'll be driving 3 days across the country like I did earlier this week, we'll be recording a bunch of individual crystal openings, including the 5-star Nexus, and maybe he'll get me the dad bod by the end of the weekend.
I hope so. Congrats again on your Nexus luck that I saw ended up with a Lock of War.
Oh, good point. Well, thanks for watching, YouTube. Remember to watch other people's counters, and to know Black Widow Clairvoyant was a huge MVP for me, and this Corvus was able to take 60% of the fights down. And Gwenpool, I'm sure there are great counters, but I was not aware of them, so I used Quake and Black Widow Clairvoyant, and sometimes I would one-shot Gwenpool, sometimes it would take me 10 revives. It just depended on how well I was able to time the Bane node. Thanks for watching, YouTube. Have a good one, and thank you to Prof Box for being along for the ride.
Much love, everybody. Stay safe. Love you all.